Oh yeah, you just hit play on 10-minute Tech Talks, how tech entrepreneurs fail and how you can avoid it. And this is your host. I'm Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council. As I keep on saying it, and I can't hardly believe it, for nearly 30 years, I've been hanging out with the absolute coolest people across Pittsburgh's technology sector. I'm talking folks that have built and scaled massive companies, learned so much from them, bringing it to you so you don't fail. Think of it as your mini masterclass if you are looking to scale fast. So are you ready to discover how Agile is transforming businesses in the AI era and why companies that don't adopt are going to be left behind? In a rapidly changing technological landscape, understanding how to make your organization truly agile isn't just a strategy, it's survival. So keep on listening as I welcome Christopher Rusch of Agile Rising, and he's going to reveal how companies can restructure, innovate, and stay competitive in an AI-driven world. Learn how to break down organizational silos and create more efficient workflows. You're going to understand the evolution of Agile beyond daily stand-ups and sprint meetings, and discover how to leverage organizational design to unlock your team's full potential. So keep on listening to transform your business approach and stay ahead of the technological curve with insights from Christopher Rusch. Let's welcome him to the show right now.
Our listeners need to know who Christopher Rusch is. Simple as that.
Yeah, Christopher Rusch. I'm the CEO of Agile Rising. We're a management consulting firm that's based here in Pittsburgh, and we have offices and consultants across the country, and we help organizations, companies, nonprofits, colleges, the U.S. federal government agencies improve the way they work, improve the way they develop products, and be more efficient and more effective.
What I love about it is you're cutting across some serious industries there. Like, you're not hanging out in one vertical. You're across it, which goes to show just how important Agile is, because every business needs to have this mindset of doing things efficiently.
Yeah, we get the question a lot. Are you in a particular vertical or
Right.
do you have a specialization? And what we're talking about is the way that people work better together, how you apply the latest technology to improving the way an organization works and building better products. And those are universal. And whether you're doing manufacturing or you're doing high-tech web apps and IT-enabled things, or whether you're providing services to others, those things are universal concepts. And Agile is fundamentally about finding better ways of developing software and developing products. And we're always about staying at that cutting edge way of working and helping our customers stay there as well.
Definitely. I think, hasn't Agile reached a bit of an anniversary for, because it's been around for a while now. I remember, because time's moving so fast for me. I remember when it was this new concept, but it's not so new anymore. People really started to adopt it, so it's gone through some changes. What's behind that?
Yeah, Agile Manifesto was written in the year 2000. We're 25 years in.
That's crazy.
So for those of us that are like, oh yeah, it's some new way, and
No, it's been around for a while.
And there's a lot of people who it's just the way of working, right? It's not a new way of working. It's not a different way of working. It's the being collaborative, being focused on delivering frequently and delivering high quality is the way a lot of people have been working. But what's been happening over the last few years is an evolution of what Agile means and how companies and organizations approach it. And I think what's driving that is, one, what was going on 25 years ago.
Oh, exactly.
Why was Agile created?
Because I remember when it did come out, it was like this just revolutionary. Like, what? Fail and fail fast? It's just like they keep iterating, and it was just this new thing. And I think as it has evolved, some people were like taking some bits and pieces of it and using it. Some people were just fully embracing it, where it was like drilled into their culture. So you get this, as it has become 25 years old, we've now seen various levels in which people use it, some very formally, some not as formally.
Yeah.
Some might be using it and don't even know they're using it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Agile was developed 25 years ago as a reaction to transitioning from kind of the old green screen applications to object-oriented, internet-powered applications. And it was super successful for that. proved its value. And I think two things have happened.
Yeah, tell me.
One, you hit on it, is some organizations were really successful with implementing Agile. Others picked and chose and maybe did some mechanics, but never really saw the benefits,
Yeah.
never really changed the fundamental approach. And as a result, are still not really at an optimal place, not really at an efficient place.
Did it almost give Agile a bad name almost? Not want to say bad name, or people just saying it's not as effective as they hoped it would be? Like,
certainly in some places, right? Or it's been, hey, we did that, it's the way we're working, or we tried that, it didn't really work. And where we are today is we're going through another technology evolution, right?
I've heard about that. Yes, it's
right?
nuts, isn't
Right.
it?
It's not about object-oriented programming and the internet, right? We're now going into AI-powered apps. It's a next generation of not just new products, but it's ways of working, right? And everybody's talking, well, how am I going to adopt AI to improve the way I develop products or the way I do my job? And organizations are all saying, how can we incorporate AI into our products? And that, as you said, is leading to things moving faster than ever and evolving faster than ever. And fundamentally, what being agile means is being able to react to new technology, new market opportunities,
Right.
new
I was going to say,
challenges.
as an agile company, you have to be agile yourself.
Exactly. And every organization needs to be agile, because if you're not, you're going to be left in the dustbin, right? You're going to go out of business. You're going to be acquired.
I can't imagine any company in this day and age, no matter what you do, if you're not adopting these mindsets, because you're going to get slammed.
Yeah. But what we've moved out of is thinking about Agile as being daily stand-up meetings or
interesting, right?
Or sprints or kind of team-level agility. The foundations of that are there, and it's either working for companies or it's not working for companies.
That's interesting you bring that up, because I often wondered, like in the early days when people were trying to have the teams, like that's something that I could see some cultures very much embracing that, but other cultures maybe not so much.
Yeah.
So they didn't do that, and they did some things in which hence they didn't get the full benefit. But now that this has evolved for 25 years, you're seeing that, the days of the team stand up, not so much.
And there may be value there, but it's those mechanics and the mechanics of what's happening at the team level. If you haven't fixed the way that you're doing your strategic planning, if you don't have a budgeting approach that allows you to pivot on a regular basis. And what we're seeing more and more focus on is if your teams aren't structured correctly, and if your organization isn't structured correctly, what you have is just inefficiencies in handoffs, the way people work. And a lot of organizations have said, we're adopting Scrum and Agile, and we're working in these sprints, and we're working in short iterations. But we still have this very fractured organization that just can't do things effectively.
Right.
So the sorts of things that are really driving the work and the improvements that we do with our customers today are organizational design, business architecture, enterprise architecture.
That's fascinating to me, that you're going in and you actually look at the structure of the company as the which just makes total sense to me.
Because that's where a lot of the bottlenecks and inefficiencies are just the way the people are organized, the way information flows. And then you can find that if you start fixing those things and you start automating things that can be automated, you start using the right tools and integrating the right tools, you get the right structure, the right business architecture, then you can decentralize how those teams operate, and you don't need to dictate what particular agile approach is being used at the team level. You can let those teams figure out the best way to work if you fixed the structure, the bones, the architecture of the organization itself.
As you can see, Christopher is the best. He knows Agile inside and out. If you want a deeper dive into my interview with him, I have it linked in the description where you can get the full interview around his full insights around what's happening in Agile in 2025. It's hard to believe that it has been 25 years since Agile hit the scene, but it's still very important in a great way and a great tool that you can be using to keep your company moving forward. Keep yourself from failing. Simple as that. So, hey, if you enjoy these types of conversations, Just come on, follow. We'll get them to you twice a week. It's been Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with me today.